The Echo Dot allows you to talk to me in more rooms in your home. It includes a built-in speaker.
Echo.
But you can also...
Stop. We got an Echo Dot for Christmas and it's very annoying. Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a long-awaited video that I have been planning forever but have never gotten around to filming, and so today is that day. We are having a snow/ice storm right now and I would like to think of happy times, and so today's video is going to be all about my very first impression of Walt Disney World in Florida. If you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I just recently went to Disney World in Orlando, Florida when I was 22, and that was the first time I had ever set foot there. Ever since I've wanted to do a video like this, just have never gotten around to it. I had just graduated college, and of course, what a better way to celebrate going into the sad adult world than going to Disney World for the first time. I'm gonna be giving you guys my very first impression of each of the 4 Walt Disney World parks, and I'm gonna be doing that by ranking them from my least favorite to my favorite park. A little bit of a disclaimer before we get into this video is that I don't dislike any of the Disney parks. I don't want you guys to get that impression that I hated my experience at any of them, because I most definitely didn't. I loved every park for one reason or another, but there are some that I just really gravitated towards more than others. So everyone's gonna have their different opinions, and so down below I would love to hear from you guys as to you know, what's your favorite park, what's your least favorite park, why is it your favorite, why is it your least favorite, because everyone is going to gravitate towards different things. And so yeah, this isn't meant to be a negative video, it's just my honest opinion, and it is a true first impression. I went recently, back in May of 2016, so I have a really good memory of everything going on. I wasn't a little kid, which is kind of definitely an advantage. So we're just gonna get right into the video. So my number 4 park, which will be my least favorite, we're gonna go least favorite to favorite, is Animal Kingdom. This park, I thought Animal Kingdom was gonna be the piece de resistance of my trip to Disney World. And that is because I am obsessed with giraffes. If you haven't looked at my my header on my YouTube channel, I am hugging a giraffe. I am obsessed with them. Love, love, love them, but I had never seen one in person before. And so I was the most excited to go to Animal Kingdom because I knew that we were signed up to do the Kilimanjaro Safari in the morning and I was going to get to see the giraffes. That being said, that was my favorite part of the whole day, was the safari. If you have never been to Animal Kingdom and you're planning a trip, I suggest doing the safari. And this is Mr. Brandon's words, not mine. Go in the morning because the animals are still out while it's not at the peak of the heat of the day. Supposedly in the afternoon they tend to retreat back into the shade, and that's far from the route that the truck goes on. And we went at 11 o'clock in the morning, so some animals were out and some weren't. However, we did get to see the giraffes and they were right there, and I was so excited. So that was my favorite part of the park. Some of the things that I didn't like were the fact that the park is very spread out, and I didn't feel that there was a lot of attractions that were next to each other. Everything was really a good walk. If you wanted to do an attraction at one end of the park versus the other, I just felt like the layout wasn't as ideal as some of the other parks, and it could get a little bit difficult to navigate. There was also a few attractions that were closed that day. One of them was Dinosaur, which we got in line for, but it shut down while we were in line, so that was one thing. And that was one of our fast passes, so we didn't get to do that one. And another ride that I was severely disappointed with was the Kali River Rapid Ride. At Six Flags New England, my favorite ride in the whole park is the Winter Rapid Ride. I can't remember exactly what the actual name of it is, but it is Frozen River Rapids or something. I'm not a huge roller coaster person, so of all the rides in Six Flags, my favorite is the Rapid Ride. So I was so excited to go to Disney and go on the Kali River Rapid ride because Disney supposedly does everything bigger and better. So we had fast passes for that ride, and I'm very glad that we did not wait the 2-hour wait time that was the regular general admission line, because I was so disappointed in that ride. I just felt like it was so short. There wasn't a lot of like heavy rapids, and for somebody that doesn't like drops, I found the drop in the ride to be the best part of the entire ride because you get soaked. And so that was really disappointing to me. So overall, that's just a couple of reasons why the park wasn't my favorite. And I also have kind of a Disney horror story that goes along with Animal Kingdom as well, but that is going to be another video in the future because I have a couple of stories. So if you're interested in that, comment down below or just stay tuned because that will be probably in the near future. I wanted to make this one and that one kind of close together. We are planning a Disney trip in October of this year, which is very exciting. And so we are actually going to be going to Animal Kingdom in the evening because that is now a thing. And they also have Pandora, which is the land of Avatar, and there are new attractions. And so my opinion of that park might change. It might move up in my ranking a little bit after that trip. But as of right now, it is number 4. My number 3 park is Epcot. So Epcot was one of my least favorite parks, but I won't say I disliked it. Again, like I didn't dislike any of these parks. I absolutely loved the countries. If you've been to Epcot, you know that there is a side that has like all the rides and attractions, and then there's an end that has the display of all of the miniature countries, and you can go to each one, you can shop, you can eat food, you can get drinks there, and I really enjoyed that. We were there most of the day, and Mexico was one of my favorites. I was just in awe of the setup of Mexico. You go in the temple and you feel like you're outside. It's crazy. And that one has a ride. So I liked that. I liked that country a lot. Overall, I loved the countries, and that is where we spent most of our day. However, on the other end of it, there are a few attractions, but none of them were really my favorites. They didn't stand out to me, and it was the hottest day when we went to Epcot, so that was a little bit of a negative as well. Obviously it's Florida, so you're gonna get those days that are just unbearable, and the day we went to Epcot was one of them. Again, like I said, we're gonna be doing that trip in October, and there are gonna be a lot more adults on the trip, and so I am definitely going to try and drink around the world at Epcot and just kind of experience more there. I feel like that park is a little bit more adult oriented than the others, and so I'm excited to go back and kind of experience it all over again. Number 2 is Magic Kingdom. This was the very first park that we went to, and Magic Kingdom by far has the most attractions that I enjoyed. I said previously, I'm not a huge ride person. I like slow, gentle experience rides. I don't like thrill rides. So I loved Magic Kingdom. There were so many different rides that I could go on and feel comfortable and love and not freak out, and you know. My favorite ride at Magic Kingdom is Pirates of the Caribbean because I have been dying to go on that ride for years and years and years. I've been a huge fan of the movies. I know the rides came first. I know, you can calm down. I just was so excited to see it and be on it and experience it, and we rode it twice, so that was great. And it was easily my favorite ride. We did have a negative experience at Magic Kingdom, which will go in my horror story video, as I already mentioned, so be sure to check out that when it goes up, and once it does go up, I'm gonna link it on this video. Obviously right now it doesn't exist. Magic Kingdom was just very crowded, which is why it did not take my number 1 spot, and there's other reasons which you'll figure out in a minute. Overall, I loved Magic Kingdom. I thought it was incredible. I loved the light parade that they do at night. We try to do as much as possible. We actually did a day and a half at Magic Kingdom, so we got to do a lot of the attractions twice. I just overall just found it amazing. I loved the layout of the park. It was really, really easy to navigate it, and there's just so much to see and do there. You just can't possibly do everything in 2 days. So that is a park I'm so excited to go back to. And they now have a new fireworks show, so that'll be really amazing to see too. I loved Wishes, and I think this one's called Happily Ever After, so that's something that I'm looking forward to in the coming trip. So now for my number one park. If you have been to Disney, you've already figured out what it is. Number one goes to Hollywood Studios. So since we've gone, they have closed the Great Movie Ride, which I am so sad about because I loved that ride. It was so much fun. It was so cool to see all the effects that they put into it. And I heard that it is now closed, so that's depressing. We walked into Hollywood Studios and I was actually very shocked because I was picturing something very futuristic, and it is set up like old Hollywood. And you feel like you step back into the 1940s, and it's amazing. I was in awe. I love the decor of the entire park, and it is one of their smaller parks, so it's really manageable in a day. We just did one day there, and I don't even think we did a full day, and we were able to do a ton of things. We saw the Indiana Jones show, which if you haven't been, I highly suggest. It's so cool. They do all kinds of special effects with fire and water and explosions. It's really, really cool. We, like I said, did the Great Movie Ride. But of course, my favorite part of the park and our entire Disney trip was the Star Wars wing of the park. I call it a wing because it's seriously a wing. It has its own little area, and we were able to kind of experience the entire thing. My sisters got to do the Jedi Academy before they aged out. My favorite attraction of all time, the entire time we were at Disney World, was Star Tours. Star Tours was just, oh, yes. I am not a motion rides person, so I was so nervous to go on this ride. I was very afraid to get motion sick, but the Star Wars fan in me was just like, Kaylee, you need to do this. And I went on it, absolutely loved it. The first time we went, I was in the very back row of the module, and the second time we went on it, I was in the very front. And I'll say that it's amazing both ways, but I do love being in the front. If you haven't been on this ride, or if you've never been to Disney, put it on your priority list because, oh my gosh, I loved it. It was amazing. It's so much fun. And every time you go on the ride, it's actually a different experience. So you fly through a different set of planets, and the mission is different, and you just feel like you're there, and it was incredible. I loved it. I was actually really sad. My mom cannot do motion rides at all, and she and I have both been Star Wars fans since I was little. She was before that. And she didn't go on the ride, but she wishes she could have. She was just way too nervous to get sick, but I loved it. And overall, the rest of Disney, I absolutely love. Disney Springs is amazing. That's where you can go and you can shop, and there's a bunch of restaurants there. And we also did the 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, which I didn't include on this review just because that would be really long. Very, very long video, way too long. I am so excited to go back this year. Like, you have no idea. I am so beyond excited. We are planning to have dinner at the Beauty and the Beast Castle, which we are also planning on hitting some restaurants that we did not get to go to at Disney Springs last time, and potentially go to Cirque du Soleil, which for some reason, the last time that we went, it was the one week they weren't performing, so we didn't get to do it then. I'm hoping we can do it this time. We are also going to be staying at a different resort. We stayed at Disney All-Star Sports last time, and we'll be, I think, at Disney's Art of Animation this time. So I'm very excited to see another resort, and this coming trip, we are also going to Universal Studios, and I'm going to get to go to Harry Potter World for the very first time, and Universal, I've never been there. So that will probably be a future video, because other than being a Star Wars fan, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So I'm super excited about all of that, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I want to hear what you guys think about Walt Disney World down below, and what your favorite parks are, and if you could put them in order, what would you do? Thank you guys. Make sure that you click the subscribe button and like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more Disney related stuff. Like I said, I'm going to do a horror story video, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys all in my next video.